Hello. Like, get onto the right scene if my computer would sort out what it wants to do. Is it done? There we go. I can make sure we're on the right scene. And hello. It's another week. I thought I might be doing something a little bit different today, but apparently not. But we're here. We've got technically another snapshot. It's not really a snapshot because it's actually a pre-release, but you know, we'll get into that. I'm not sure there's really much else for me to say. I can't really think of anything. I haven't really got anything much to say today. So you know, we'll get into things, and hope that I find something to say later on. At least I've got the first 10-15 minutes sorted. Reading out the pre-release. So we'll just get into Minecraft. Here we can see here that we've got a little music playing, again, as always, just infinitely on an infinite loop, technically, until it runs out of CDs. And I keep restocking the CDs instead of just letting it play, right. But I'm slightly in a not so great position, so if I could just do that. Not quite. That seems good. I hope the volume is okay again today, because there are weird things going on. But what I want to do is I'm just going to turn off the music for now. There we go, it's fine. We don't really want the music for now. Anyway, what we've got here is we've got the 1.19.4 pre-release one, so there's no new features. Yeah, considering it's a pre-release, there's nothing new, nothing fancy going on. So yeah, that's something. But we'll get into the changes, because it is obviously just changes. So you got the enchantment glint has been made more visible for items, which also means that there is a new texture pack. Not a new texture pack, but they've added another texture thing. So the one for, also, I'm sorry, my browser wanted to open, so I hope this stream is okay. But basically, you can see here that there's a new, I don't know if I included it, the enchantment glint has two separate texture files, just so that one's for the items and one's for not, which makes the items more visible. So it means that this book now, like I said, I think last time or the time before, I think it was the time before, was that the book looks weird because I'm not used to seeing it without an enchantment glint on. So we can actually go into here and we can go video settings, glint strength off, and that looks weird. Like, that's a red, not a pink, not a purple, right? And so it looked closer to that. It was probably more along the lines of, I don't know if I can find the right thing, it was more along the lines of probably that or something. Maybe a bit more than that, but you get the idea. So in items, it's now separate to the in hand or whatever. I want to do it. So if I turn this down to 75%, if I could get the right slider there, and that is what it should be by default, is 75%, which is also another change. So change the default value of glint strength, so it's now been reduced to 75%. I think it was on 100% before. So nice, we don't want it to be too obstructive. Because here it's a little bit more subtle on your hand than in the thing. Oh damn, yeah, I meant to do a whole thing about, I just, you know, if I set it to 1.19.4, because you know what, I'm being so clever here, and you can see that it's what, and you can see here that it's now 1.19.4 technically, because this is pre-release 1, which, yes, we are getting another pre-release for, oh no, we're getting a pre-release, and not for 1.20 yet. It is actually for 1.19.4. And considering this is basically all the features coming, are we getting anything new in 1.20 that's not experimental in 1.19.4 onwards? Yeah, I'm guessing this is probably going to be the last experimental update. I mean, last 1.19 sub update. What are they called? I can't remember, but you know, you get the point. And I would assume they'd be moving on to 1.20 next, meaning that all these features probably won't be experimental anymore. That's just a guess. They may decide to release the whole of 1.20 and 1.19.5, and therefore it wouldn't be 1.20. I'm not sure why they would want to do that, but you know, they certainly could if they really wanted to. But here I just added a little thing. It looks nice in here. You've actually got pots. You can't actually plant them in there, unfortunately, but there are pots on top, which make it look cool. There's a little bit of Z fighting there, but you know, you're gonna get that. It looks pretty cool like that. So you've obviously got the these two new flowers. That's obviously the azalea and the cornflower, which is actually the only flower that has a flower in its name that can be planted in a plot. The only other one is obviously the torch flower now. You've got the cornflower, but you've also got the sunflower, which cannot be planted in a pot. So that's the only thing that doesn't have it anymore. But anyway, back to the changes. We've got potions no longer have an enchantment glint, so if I go into creative, we can search for potions. You can see they no longer have an enchantment glint. What is this? This is a potion of regeneration, or we can get a potion of leaping. You can see that they no longer have an enchantment glint, which looks pretty cool. I think on night vision it doesn't look so great. Again, if I go get night vision up here, like, night vision just looks like slightly funny, darker coloured water. Like, it doesn't look the same. It doesn't look quite right. So it'd be cool if there was something else going on there on the night vision, but yeah, it's fine, honestly. So you can here, we can just drink this if we wanted to, and then we can get a potion of leaping, or we can get a splash potion of regeneration, or we can have night vision if we really wanted to. You know, that's just stuff we can do if we wanted. Not really that important, but it's, you know what, they no longer have an enchantment glint, which is fine. I think it's cool. It kind of, their colours show up a bit better. It's just the night vision one that's a bit like, that's a bit of a funny one. Anyway, new notification system for realms, which is fine. Added resource pack that enhanced the contrast of UI. So that's the funny one. And also the appearance of the tab bar in the or updated the appearance of the tab bar in the create new world screen. So we can actually check that out now. We can have. What I'll do is I'll just turn on this resource pack, which is called high contrast, which is just built in, basically. Is what it says. It creates this funny new high contrast mode. It doesn't actually do anything with the thing, apparently. It's just for the UI menus, like here, which is fine. I kind of thought it might do something with this, but it doesn't, so whatever, it's fine. Yeah, we can see all here, it's all funny, cool, kind of a little bit cleaner. But yeah, that's for high contrast mode, which is generally, I think, an accessibility option, really. I think you could probably enable its accessibility. Maybe monochrome, no, not monochrome logo. High contrast off. And it's the same as just enabling or disabling the texture pack. So that's, yeah, pretty cool. It's a nice new look. Some people might just prefer it in general, you know. I'm not sure. I'm a bit of 50-50. I don't know if I prefer it. I don't know if I don't. It's a bit of a weird one for me. But we can see. So they've also updated the create new world screen, which makes it look so much better. Like before, it was like, I can kind of see what they're trying to go for, but it doesn't look much better. Now they've made it look so much nicer. I'll get into that later, hopefully, if I remember. So you've updated the resource pack. It's now with 13. They're doing this a lot, I've noticed, is that they've gone from basically resource pack version 9 or something all the way up to 13. So item interact now has a vibration frequency of 2 instead of 14. New damage type bypasses cooldown, which I just assume bypasses the cooldown that any damage type might have. New entity type tag, full damage immune. I think that was possibly preventing certain things happening. I'm not sure. Like, it was certain damage types wouldn't be doing it, but anyway, full damage immune is now a new tag that certain entities have. I did not know that was certain entities didn't have full damage. Something tells me I did, something tells me I didn't. It's a weird one. But anyway, enchantment glint has now 2 separate text files. We've gone over that. There's a new execute positioned over command and just different things, which means that you can just kind of like spawn blocks on kind of the greatest block. So if I wanted to spawn a block on this block, I could use the execute over, positioned over, or whatever. I don't really know too much about that kind of thing, but pretty cool if you're into technical things. Probably a nice little feature. I can see it going quite nicely, but nothing too huge like that. This is obviously pre-release, so they don't really want to release anything too huge. You've also got the experimental changes. Now this is just to do with the changes of the experimental features. So you've got change sniffer, spawn egg colors, recipe for decorated pot can be found in the recipe book. So that's only for the ones with the bricks. So the 4 bricks, that's the only one that shows up rather than the thing. But a little help is cool. And the brush crafting recipe is now uses a feather, copper ingot, and stick. That is kind of the big one. So you got obviously the sniffer spawn egg slightly changed. You can't really tell, but it's a little bit more distinguishable from something like the salmon or something. Was it? What was the other similarly coloured spawn eggs? Salmon, yeah, it was a salmon. You can see that there's a little bit more of a difference now between them. See, that's kind of got a more of a turquoise, I'd say. That's more of a greeny colour. But there we go, that's cool. It's a bit more distinguishable now. That's good, really. But the big one here is, if I go back into survival, we've got here the crafting recipe for the feather, for the brush. So this is what I think we kind of assumed would happen originally. So this is kind of the recipe that you thought that makes sense. Like, this is what I saw. This is the kind of recipe you'd expect. I've seen people saying that you could, if I go into creative, that a better recipe might look something like this, basically, but I'm fine. It's better than the brush pickaxe. It now includes copper, which is nicely used for it. Makes sense. It looks like it has copper in it. You're right, you can see that little sort of orangey coppery area. So they've obviously changed that now. I'm not sure why they implemented it like it's brush pickaxe in the first place, but you know what, they certainly did, and now they've changed it, and that looks pretty cool. So yeah, that's basically all there is in these snapshots. I'm not sure what... there's not really much else that I can really go over. But the main thing is, I'd probably be expecting maybe an update in early March. I don't know why I still want to say March 7th, but I think that's probably just because it's I'd say pretty important date for me in general. I mean, not that important, but there's a few things going on. I've noticed just so happened to line up with March 7th, so why not add Minecraft update to that? No, but now that they're in the pre-release, we'll probably have a few more pre-releases, and then eventually a few more release candidates over the coming weeks. We haven't had any... I don't believe we've had any official release date announcement, but we'll have to wait and see. I'm not sure. I think this update is pretty similar in size to the 1.19.3 update. I'm not sure if there's more vanilla changes or whatever, or non-experimental changes, what I mean by vanilla changes. I don't know. There's a few more commands in there or whatever, which is pretty cool. But you can see this, like, was the original thing from all the features from Minecraft Live. Went into 1.19.3 plus a couple little extra sort of details and changes, and then we've got all the new features, everything else coming in 1.20 that wasn't announced in Minecraft Live, coming in 1.19.4. Not actually coming at 1.19.4, but as experimental features. And then eventually, hopefully, these features should be fleshed out a little bit more, and we'll be releasing, or they'll be releasing the 1.20 update at some point. I'm not sure when, maybe June, maybe a bit sooner than that. They might be looking towards an April release date if they've managed to get all the main features. It depends how slowly they go from here. It depends if they release one news change, like next week they release, not next week, but after they release 1.9.4, they properly implement the sniffer or whatever, and if they do it like that, or if they just introduce things like all in one big update again, and then from there out it's it's bug fixes. I'm not sure how they're going to do it. It'll definitely be interesting to see, because they're definitely going for something different, and honestly it probably is much better. But you know what? That's cool. That's exciting. We can finally get you finally got the brushes that now looks different. Decorated part that'll be useful just for first time crafting. Now that I know how it's now that I know how it's crafted, it's pretty easy to craft. But it was like the first time crafting. It's like, how do you craft a pot? What about no, it's not in here. If I get some bricks, this like also where's my caps lock on? That's a weird one. Oh god, right, bricks. Decorated pot, you can see here, and this just takes you in for the thing. Whoop. Pretty cool. You can now craft that. You know, we can do that. Oh goodness me! Look at all these crafted pots we can thing because or undecorated crafting pots or whatever. It's like they should be called pots, but there's technically an item already in the game called a pot. So yeah, don't know what. Yeah, they're probably just going to be called crafted pots. Just they're not decorated, undecorated, decorated pots, not crafting pots, just decorated pots. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. What? Why won't it drop those items? We can pick them back up. So yeah, that's it. I think it was looking for pretty cool. I was kind of thinking 1.19.3 would be the last update, and then they released it for 1.20, but apparently not. 1.19.4 seems to be it. I can't be entirely sure, but 1.19.4, and then it'll probably be 1.20. That seems what's going to. So it seems like what's going to happen. But it is pretty cool that they're releasing it slowly more and more. I think it's similarly to how they do it on the Bedrock edition, which they release betas and then they go into experimental features. So very similar now here on the Java edition, and it's pretty cool. So you get people who like actually want to play with these features but don't want to open the snapshots because they should be stable enough, right? Because when they're releasing it snapshots, they're probably unstable, they're not quite right, there's lots of bugs. But once they've got it after that, after people have tested it out, they probably get the bug fixes done. Whilst they're still experimental features and not quite ready, they are probably more stable than they would be in a snapshot, and so people can probably play with them in their worlds if they want. Wouldn't recommend it, but they can do. And that's fun, cool, exciting thing. Also, I'm pretty sure it said that we couldn't open worlds from 23W07A, yet somehow I have opened this world from 23W07A. I'm not sure how that is, but I have. Even though they said you technically can't do that, I was like, well, it looks like I can. So I'm glad that I could, because I've got this nice little world here that I like to add all the snapshot features to at the moment for 1.20 or 1.19 part 2. Basically you got the first 1.19.2 part 2. That's a funny one. It's like they're buffing out the 1.19 update because it was small enough in itself. I mean, not that it was really that small, but you know. Anyway, I kind of just muffled on for a bit now. I kind of hoped that, I don't know, hopefully I've said what I have needed to say, and I have said it okay, that I can clip it and put it on. Oh well, we'll get into the, we'll get on now, so I'm just going to quit this world and we will open up the server. So this is the part where it's all really laggy and we don't really like this because I'm opening a new version of Minecraft, I'm opening up the server, I'm opening up the world, just all of that, and also streaming at the same time. So my PC just goes, what? Why are you trying to do this? What are you trying to do? Yeah, it doesn't particularly enjoy that. What am I doing? Right. I'm just gonna disable that thing, close that. So yeah, hopefully everything is going well. Hopefully. Also, my phone's died, I think, because it was surprisingly that. No, it hasn't died, huh? Surprisingly. It's on 9% actually. Okay, still got a bit. I thought it had more charge on it than that, but you know what? It doesn't apparently. We're just going to stay on this scene until we can actually get into the world. So we'll see, because things are a little bit laggy at the moment. I've just got to kind of wait for the server to boot up. I have actually done a few things on the server this morning. So hopefully today we should be getting into the digging part of this update. Oh, not this update. What am I talking about? We should hopefully get some digging done today. Skyline. Okay, right, we'll do that. We can update that, and hopefully the server should be online and we can get into it. Also, why is that? No, I don't want that. Let's see, yeah. Stream not looking great, but oh well. I hope my audio is okay. I think it was okay last time. I maybe should have tried to do a little bit more with it, which I don't think I have, but oh well, I think it's fine. I think we're doing all good. Anyway, I've mined another layer off here. Oh, that's a creeper. Let's not do that, shall we? I don't like how that lagged. And I don't think frames are particularly coming to me at the moment. Not particularly, okay. But I've kind of, yeah, I've done another layer here. Oh, that's creeper that's coming for me. I've also gotten the bounds of the island on this side done as well, so that we know where we need to dig to. Because we don't want to dig past there, because technically that's not where the Sky Island was. But we can get on with this. Maybe. I'm just going to kind of run around like this until the stream is looking okay. That's basically the thing, and it's really not, is it? Yeah, we're gonna have to wait a bit. Oh, you know what? Something that I forgot to show was the Create New World screen. I keep forgetting to do that. Oh well, it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. I could probably, I don't know what I want to do. Yeah, stream is looking not so great, is it? It's really not. I'm not sure what it is that it's not liking about it this time. It's normally recovered by now. Normally. That's... yeah. But what I have also done is I've also gone through all the chests and emptied them, so they're not all empty apart from the new stuff that I put in the chest since emptying them not too long ago. Are we looking good? I think we're looking good. So what we're going to do is we're going to try... today, I don't think we will get very much further than it, but we'll try and basically get it all down, like all of it down, so it's this one big flat layer, right on this layer. That's where I want it, that's how I want to do it, and we'll just have to see how things get done. But yeah, there was a pool of water by here that I've removed because we don't want it there. Unlike the other pools of water, which basically kind of connect up, it was kind of, this one was fully inside the Sky Island, and so I was like, we don't want it really. You can see I've sectioned it off by here. So this water will probably spill over into the edge, basically. So this will kind of, yeah, spill into the edge a little bit. So this will kind of come over this, eventually this border will be gone. However, for now it's still there just to help me know where everything's, the border of everything basically. But we'll see, we'll start with the top. Let's actually get to some digging as well, because that'll be a pretty important thing. It would be good, it would be good to get some, to get breaking on my shovel, but we'll see about that, I don't know. So I've technically not really thought about anything to say because this has been another quick week. It has just genuinely like been and gone. Like it didn't feel like it at the time, but now it's a Saturday and it's like, whoa, that kind of came, and where did that come from? Yeah, it is really weird with stuff like this. I've also lit up the area and gotten a little bit more what is it called? A little bit more something on my, a little bit more durability on my pickaxe and shovel, yeah. There we go. If I could say words today, that would be nice. But hopefully I will be able to get some things done, get some clips in, whatever. Is the stream quality like recovered yet, or is it not quite? Mostly the FPS kind of dropped, as well as it was missing a few frames, but it's mostly back to normal. I'm not sure. Do I need to take my render distance down to 6 chunks? Has it really gotten that bad? I need to change. Like, I used to be fine on 8 chunks, but now I need to turn it down to 6, 7, 6 maybe. That's not great. Is it the new update or what? Is it Optifine not being fully released? I don't know. It's really not great, so hopefully it should be fine now. I just have to pray and hope at this point, because there's not a whole ton that I can actually do about it. I think I have tried turning down certain settings. I might have turned up some certain settings here and there, but for the most part, yeah, not great. Whoop. I'll just try not to fall down into that hole there. Would be a pretty good thing. Yeah, I really... We've still got a whole ton left to do. I was hoping things would just kind of happen. Also, is the Enderman helping me, or is he making things worse? I cannot tell, so I'm just going to leave him be and hope that he's making things better and not worse. That would be awfully good. And there's a creeper over there now. Oh, how we do love creepers and them spawning and blowing everything up. I mean, in this case, blowing things up would actually help me. Not that I wanted them to blow up. Plus it's stone, so it's not really done a whole ton of damage, so... Don't know if that's a good thing, bad thing, who knows. Technically they are helping me, but I don't particularly want to take a load of damage. And I'm too used to hating creepers blowing everything up that I just don't want them to do it, even in a case where it's technically helpful. It's like, no, I'd rather be in control of destroying this land rather than having you be in control, and just randomly blowing things up. I mean, yeah, it would be technically more efficient to blow things up with TNT, but also TNT, it just requires sandstone, not sandstone, sand and gunpowder, doesn't it? So I could, it's not too hard to do that, I don't think. But also that doesn't, I still don't particularly want to do it. I just want to dig it out by hand, because that's, I guess, the whole point of this, is just to dig everything out by hand. But yeah, the goal is to hopefully get these layers so they're all flat, and then we can start then we can start digging where the sky island would be, and kind of start digging down, getting thinner and thinner in a similar-ish fashion to how this is done. I will try and do that. It's going to be probably easier said than done, even though it's taking us this long just to like barely even start or get to a point where everything's like on the same level, because then we have to kind of do pretty much double that. So yeah, more digging involved than I originally had hoped. Also, is it me, or does it sound quite loud? It's on like 50, it's like 70. Wow, let's turn it down to about 55. Still sounds pretty loud, but you know what, it's not so loud anymore. It might not be loud to you, but it's loud to me now. So I'm going to turn it down a tad again. There we go. Hopefully that's okay. So you can see here where I've dug out, so you've got this border around here where it kind of goes in and out and around. It did start raining, but I didn't particularly check. What I could see, it was all good. Because where it rains is where there is not a block blocking the rain, but where it isn't raining is where there is a block blocking the rain. So we can help that to tell if the Sky Island is blocking on, is there is a block above that, above the other block. I can't explain that in a better way, honestly. It's really hard. It's like, how do you explain there's a block blocking with rain and how it's technically helpful? Just to help you visualize it a little bit more. You know how rain works. If something blocks it, it blocks it. You know how it works in Minecraft. If something blocks it, it blocks it, and therefore where it's blocking is where the Sky Island is, and so therefore we can tell where the Sky Island is, and therefore create a border on this bottom layer. Was that the best way that I could have explained it? Probably not. Is that the best way I'm probably going to explain that? I think so. So, you know what, there's that. There is absolutely that. Is it me or am I kind of off-centered a little bit? Is that better? Is that better? Am I in center now? Because I have noticed it's a little bit annoying when I'm kind of on, doing the clips, but I'm kind of half off screen. It's like, why are you off screen there? Like, what, like, you're laughing into the camera over here, or like over here, or something. It's like, that's not a particularly flattering view. You can't really see me at all. I don't know why I said that like that, but you know what, I did. Anyway, we're making some progress. This is kind of the last this is the kind of the last area that we need to do. So we might actually start digging on some of the other areas, maybe. Who knows? I'm not planning on it, but it could be possible. It could very well be possible. I've no idea how I'm actually going to end up digging stuff out, because yeah, that's gonna be easier said than done. Because it's like, how am I gonna do this? I'm not very good at digging things out in like a natural-ish pattern, as if it kind of... I managed to build that in a natural-ish pattern. It's a bit weird, and from a certain angle looks a little bit like a heart, which was not the intended effect, but it was what happened anyway. Oh, and that's also something. So I also need to build on top of the Sky Island. I also need to dig out under it, which is what I'm doing at the moment. But I also want to, and this is a big want rather than need. I mean, technically all of this is just want and not need, but, you know, to do what I want, I don't know. But more of a want and more of a hope is that I will build more Sky Islands. I'm not going to dig out underneath them, because that would be a lot of effort. Oh, that would be so much effort. Like, oh god. Like, why would I put that much effort? Like, I put this much effort into building the big one, but I'm not going to do that in the smaller ones, because I want to kind of build bridges in between them. That would look cool, wouldn't it? But yeah, these mushrooms and trees and stuff need to go, but I'm not sure what the best way to remove them is. Also, you can fall down there. Is he going to die before he gets to the bottom? Who knows? Cannot see him. He's just gone now. And gone he is. I don't know. I felt like I needed to say something else at the end that I just really didn't have anything else to say at the end. So there we go. Also, my shovel's getting very low very quickly. My pickaxe not so much, but that's because I've got mending versus not mending. No. That's because I've got unbreaking 3 versus no unbreaking. It is a surprising amount, because I probably mined more stone than I have, more than I have grass. Maybe not, maybe. Probably about the same-ish, I'd guess. And look how much difference that is on there. Like, yeah, that's a good difference, isn't it? Also, my inventory is getting a little bit full here, so I will need to put all this stuff in the chest. I'm not going running back and forth into between the chests. I'll do that off stream, maybe, if you're lucky, if I'm lucky, if I don't know. if I can put the effort in, that is. Yeah, there we go. The unfortunate part here is that it's kind of run into the sand a little bit, which I'd kind of hoped it wouldn't do. I didn't really plan out anything, but having it in the sand is a bit of a, oh, that's not quite gonna be as good as I'd hoped. It's not a big deal, really. It's just a kind of like, oh, okay, that's, yeah, the sand there. How is that going to get affected by the skyline? How can I make that look in a naturalish way? Who knows, but we can try, I guess. I'm kind of hoping that I'm just going to put this off for the future, my future self, and see how we can do this, because I'm really not confident in this. Well, I mean, I've managed to do that, and that looks okay, honestly, but it's going to be a bit harder than just doing that. So we'll see how things go. We'll just have to wait. Yeah, this week, what else do I have to talk about? I actually cannot think of this week. It's been another, I think, good week, but nothing particularly special happening. I feel like I've been just slowly more productive lately. I don't know why. I don't know if I've just been just generally giving myself more things to do, or if I've just actually just managed to do more stuff than I normally would. I don't know. Either way, I feel more productive, even if it's just like 100 small things versus one big thing. I don't know. It's a weird one, because it's also like I haven't put that much effort into the streams and stuff. I've still got that first stream back that I haven't properly edited, well, not properly edited, properly clipped. A likeliness is I'm not going to get very many clips from that. And I've also got to somehow put effort into doing some clips tomorrow as well. That's something else I'm just going to have to do, I guess. Because I'm kind of scared, especially recently, now that I'm like, is there any good clippable moments? Because am I saying anything really of good use? Is there anything particularly funny or entertaining happening? Not really. I've run out of cobblestone. Oh, run out of space. Put cobblestone in here. Why not? And we'll put dirt in here. Why not? At least keep it slightly separate for now, and we'll worry about everything else later. We'll do this random blocks in here, and we will pop this in here. Okay, cool. So they are somewhat sorted for now. We'll see if that continues when it comes to doing some things, and let's hope that I just knock that creeper down there into like the skeleton. Just gone into the abyss. Who knows what's going to happen? And we can see stars and stuff underneath the world. Yep. It's technically not even under the world. I could travel further, but we can see that just little star by there just moving across. Oh, there's another one over there. That is just strange, looking down this big hole. And technically there isn't the void, it's just the render distance being so low that I can't even see the bottom of the world. And that is how far I have dug. And it's not normally something you'd see, but, you know, it's something that I have managed to see. So, I mean, it's not that particularly rare. If you dig a big hole, and you have a low-ish render distance, then yeah, that's something that's probably quite easy to do-ish. I mean, you can probably put your render distance to 2 and only dig down like 48 blocks or something, and you'd be fine. Like in the sky, it's a little bit different, right? Because you're in the sky, it makes sense that you'd be seeing stuff, but when you're looking underneath your world, it's a little bit of a different one, isn't it? It's a little bit strange. But yeah, there we go. So we're slowly getting through this. We've got another layer nearly done. Nearly, almost. So yeah, I was kind of last time kind of going, oh god, how I'm scared, I want to kind of preserve some of this terrain. Me, this week now, I'm just like, nah, it doesn't matter, don't care. Just get rid of it. Just make it look cool. It's all these mushrooms and the trees and stuff. they're just like, I want to kind of preserve those, and I don't know how, but like, I also need to remove those, but I don't know how. What's the best way to remove them? So what I'm doing now is I'm going to leave them there until I can think of the best way. Because also, like, it's not the only place these mushrooms are spawning as well. There's also over there, over there, over there. Just places where I'm not going to destroy it. You know, the one good thing about knockback, is that it doesn't really help you with zombies and stuff that much, but with creepers, if you're not rushing up to them, you just let them be. You kind of knock them back. You knock them back out of your out of their exploding radius, whatever. So that can be helpful. Otherwise, it's just pretty annoying because normally zombies and stuff come and hit me before I somehow manage to hit them. That's just what ends up happening. Not what I mean to do, but just what ends up happening. It also helps me just knock back these mobs into the hole, like so. Which is pretty fun to look at, not gonna lie, just watching them fall into what looks like a never-ending pit. Unfortunately, I do know there's water at the bottom and they could survive. However, the likeliness they'll despawn. Right, and they're not likely to stay down there forever. Maybe they will, they probably won't. I don't think they can really stay down there forever unless you've got like a name tag on them or something. But yeah, I did definitely put some water at the bottom of there, so that looks cool. I kind of like, right, this week I kind of wanted to do something a little bit different, not just doing the mining, but I was like, I really can't think of anything better to do, right? Like, it's like, what is there to do? Because it's like, I want to do like I've seen someone else do it and I kind of want to do it as well, is getting all the armor trims, basically, stuff like that, checking out the 1.19 update just as a genuine survival experience. I've done that with 1.18 before, however, that was also when it released and not just on the snapshots. So what I could do is probably wait until, like, the thing is my PC doesn't really like, yeah, my PC doesn't really like Minecraft normally, because Minecraft isn't particularly that well optimized, actually. All the things they've added over the years has just made it that much more expensive. Especially since Caves and Cliffs, and that's like, god, the terrain is just so much worse in terms of performance. So Optifine is something that helps give you those extra few frames, really. Helps to... It just kind of optimizes the game a little bit, adds a few little things, as well as helps you do things. So it's not just about the Optifine experience, but Optifine has other things, which are pretty cool. But it's mostly the Optified experience that I like, or that I use Optifine for. So also, the word optified, is that a word? What do you normally call it? I can't remember. And it's just lost all its meaning because I've said it too many times. It is funny how certain words, when you say too much, just lose their meaning. Other words just don't really have much meaning, like as or a. So if you say them a lot, it doesn't really matter. And then there's other words that just, you can say them however many times and they won't really lose their meaning that much. But it is funny how words sometimes do that. Most words do. Most non-common words, I mean common words as in a, or and, or but, or whatever. Stuff like that. Yeah, kind of, after saying it so much, it's more kind of when you say it more than when other people say it, but it doesn't help when other people say it. Also, is that on the outside? Oh my god. I think I might want to remove this just tiny little bit by there, because whilst that's technically would be there if the skyline just like got ripped out of the ground, it doesn't look particularly nice, but we'll sort that out later. That's a later me thing to sort out. Because for now, I'm just focusing on other things. well, just like getting the main thing done, and then we'll make it look pretty afterwards. Well, this is kind of to make it look pretty, but there's a lot more work than I'm not currently at the fine detail stage yet. This is just let's just get the rough stuff down. I couldn't think of a better word there, but you know what? I said stuff instead of whatever. I don't know. Things are weird, yeah. I'm trying to think what I have done over this week. Not a lot. It has technically been half term for most people in Wales. Anyway, so that's something that doesn't really particularly affect me or streaming too much. So, you know what? That's fine. Yeah, stuff has been happening. Yeah, I really need to get those clips sorted out, really, but I don't really want to focus much time into it. I'm like, not really something that I'm fancy doing at the moment. Like, when I first came up with the idea, after being away for the summer or whatever, I was like, yeah, I really want to do this. I didn't really particularly want to do the work part of the doing it, but I really wanted to do it, and so I managed to power through. Now it's kind of like, I probably should, and so I'm just slowly getting on with it. But it's not like it feels a bit harder for me to do, but I still get it done mostly. So there's no, I get the important bits done, like the snapshots and stuff. Otherwise, it's kind of like yeah. I don't think it's also just the fact that I feel bothered to get the clips done, but it's also the fact that how many clips are there that are worthy in that stream? Like, is there a particularly impressive amount, or is there not much? Because that's also something else that's like, oh yeah, could I really clip that? Should I clip that? Have I said that better anywhere else? Is this just the same thing that I do every week, just to try and pad out the stream? Like, probably what I'm doing now. Yeah, probably. It's just that you can't get much other than, when I start talking about things from digging, right? It's like, oh yeah, nothing particularly special is happening. There's an Enderman there that's just vibing. There's a zombie that's coming to attack me. There's a creeper there that is just vibing over there on the mountain. Otherwise, not much is really happening. We've gotten a surprising amount done actually quite quickly, so you know what, when you're not like, constantly running everywhere, you can get a good bit done. Obviously each layer now gets bigger and bigger, so it'll take slightly longer for each layer. So the first layer probably took me a few seconds. Now these layers are taking me a few minutes, right? And they'll slowly get a few minutes longer eventually, but we're getting close to done actually. I still need to dig this layer down one or two, probably, I think. Yeah, because you can see here that I just need to this is the layer that I want it to be on. Ooh, and that's a creeper. And I don't have any hunger, so I'm just going to have to hope that knocking him back with my sword helps. Okay, right, you can die now. Bread is something that apparently I needed to eat, and I did not realise that I was low on hunger. Oh, something else. Also, my inventory is full. Something else I did was smelted some potatoes, and I completely forgot about them, so perhaps it would be a good idea to go check out those potatoes. Maybe. Just maybe. I don't know, we'll see. If I ever need more food, then we'll go check them out. They're in one of the furnaces somewhere in the village. Oh, that's another creeper. Okay. I can barely tell that from the silhouette there. Okay, how did I not hit him, and why did he just decide to spin around like that? I don't know why mobs have been just deciding to do that lately. It's just like, yep, I'm just gonna spin around like what, 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 what. It's like, okay, you go ahead as long as you're not attacking me. You know what? You can do that. I guess. Yeah, sure. I mean, is that something that's something to do with the vanilla Minecraft? Is that something to do with the server? Is that something to do with the Optifine? Is that something I don't know. What is it to do with? Like, you know, it's just that the mobs are randomly deciding to do that. It's to do with paper even. I don't know. Anyway, cool. Okay. Yeah, that was something that happened. That skeleton died. I'm still not quite sure what I want to do with this giant hole at the bottom of the world, because it's like, technically I'm probably going to actually have to cover it up, except I want it visible. It's like this giant hole at the bottom of the world. So I haven't quite fully thought this through, have I? Yeah, that's... yeah, that's going to be a weird one. But what in general has been happening lately? Like, God, I can't believe I'm mining sand now. I've gotten to that point where I'm mining the sand. Eesh. Okay. Yeah, I'm surprised actually how quickly we did that. We did that in like half an hour. That's, well, we haven't completed it yet, but you know, we've done like what we did in that in like half an hour ish. We're obviously just getting straight to it. Also, is it a bit dark? Can I turn up the video settings now? Should I put a torch in my offhand? Would that help? Apparently so. Well, yeah, I've got Optifine, so that's something nice about Optifine is the, what are they called? What is it called? Not smooth lighting. Dynamic lights, that's what they're called. So, yeah, there we go. So you can tell these blocks have been put by Enderman because they're just in random places around the place. Yeah, I really need to find better words to say these things sometimes, but you know what? I say things how I say things sometimes. Yeah, Endermen seem helpful at first, picking up all the blocks, and then they get really annoying as they kind of place down the blocks again. That's the problem, is that, ooh, okay, yeah, sure, you can help me, you can pick up those blocks. Just don't place them down anywhere else in this world. Apart from in my chest. You can place them inside my chests, not on my chests, inside them. But that's not something that I particularly want to do, is it? Imagine if they could do that. That would be so funny if they could just place things inside my chest. Like, you just see random blocks of dirt, like here, here, here. Oh, you might see something here, and they kind of do that. That would be interesting, to say the least. That would definitely be interesting. Anyway, let's pop this in here whilst we're here, because sure, we can do that. And then my inventory is a bit more clear now, because I went over to the chests, and so I might as well continue. Chests. Should I finish this layer before I start a new one? Might be an idea. See, knockback helpful there. Oh, it was helpful there. In most cases, you can just run away from the creeper and you don't really need knockback. So, knockback, not a recommended enchantment unless you're particularly going to be hitting creepers away with it. That's basically that. God, there are 3 Endermen here. Wow, okay, there are just 3 Endermen, that's interesting. So, you gonna help me, or are you gonna make things worse for me? That's the question. Are they gonna help me, or technically hurt me? Not really, though. They're just gonna make things more annoying and whatever. Like, watch him now. Is he gonna place the block? Where's he gonna place the block? I do not know. Go on. You gonna place the block? Or not? No, he's just gonna hold the block, and that's fine with me. I technically lose a piece of dirt, but you know what? Dirt is common enough that I don't really need every single bit of dirt. Unless, yeah. Although it is annoying when creepers blow up and I don't get all the dirt back, because then I can't fill up the hole, and it's really annoying. But for the most part, for the most part, I don't need no more dirt. Also, I did light up this area, but then I also destroyed those blocks that had lights on. So, yeah, not particularly helpful. Can they pick up stone, actually? Can Endermen pick up stone? I've never really seen one pick up stone, but I don't know why they can't. Yeah, that's the thing. Why can Endermen pick up stone? Might be able to pick up... I don't know. Stone isn't a block that's particularly discovered much. Oh, wow! He didn't actually get angry at me. That's cool. I think Enderman. I think if mobs shot mobs, sometimes they would actually get angry at me rather than each other, especially like the Ender Dragon or something. But they eventually changed that so that they wouldn't actually get angry at you or something, or they wouldn't stay angry after respawning or something like that. I can't remember. They changed that at one point, which was like, okay, that's not something I've noticed particularly much, but that could be a very very big quality of life change, basically. Also, I really need to stock up, mend my shovel with some spider farm XP. But I could use diamonds if I wanted to, but I don't really want to use diamonds. That's, yeah, not something that I'm particularly want to use my diamonds for, especially when I don't have a full set of diamond tools that are fully enchanted, along with some netherite and stuff. I have actually got 2 pieces of netherite, but that's not even enough for one single thing. And chances are I'll probably get netherite after the update. So I do actually want to try out how to get netherite after the 1.20, because that'll be a really interesting thing to see how it works now. Is it just you just have to mine out more diamonds? As it is harder, yes, but you probably, when you're finding stuff in, you're probably going to find a piglin bastion pretty easily if you're mining for netherite, right? Getting a piglin bastion, not too hard, right? And so you're probably, I think it's almost, if not definitely, guarantee that you'll get a netherite upgrade in a piglin bastion. But the thing is like, are you gonna get the multiple, or are you just gonna get the one? And is it easier to get one, or is it easier to get multiple? Like that's the thing. It's kind of like well, do you get one and just constantly use all your diamonds on it, or do you get multiple and use a few diamonds on it? Also, which one of you 3 placed that block there? I think it was you, because you've got that grass block. You've had that grass block since one of the other Endermen had that thingy. So either this one... I was not staring at his eyes. What the hell? What the hell do you mean I was not staring at your eyes? Also, I was just saying how you're probably not the culprit, so unless you switched places with that other Enderman... As I was saying, you probably, unless you switched places with that other Enderman, you were probably the culprit. So let's mine this piece of grass and just ignore that creeper made a small hole there, because, yeah, that creeper. I don't know, honestly. Yeah, fun one. What? So I just killed an Enderman for reasons that I probably didn't need to kill that Enderman, honestly, but I kind of did, because I'm not sure how the hell I stared at the bottom of its mouth, and it thought I was staring at its eyes. Like, come on, that's just annoying. Also, what are you doing with that? Gonna do with that grass block? I hope you don't put it down anywhere frustrating. Yeah, that's the thing is that Enderman also you just got random dirt blocks in the middle of your world. It's like, really? Really? I know Minecraft's like new kind of rules when adding mobs and stuff like that is that they don't want to destroy what you've built. However, the creeper goes against that, but that's because the creeper's old, and the Enderman goes against it because that's an old mob. Which creepers, yes, you do have the option to make sure that you can easily kill creepers, or you can make sure that they don't spawn. Fine, whatever. It's fine like that. It's then the fact that Enderman, they just have them on their own. There's no stopping them other than going and killing them. They're not the easiest mobs to kill. They're not the hardest, but not the easiest. And they just keep spawning, and it's like, bruh. There's nothing I can do to stop them, really, other than just kind of going around and cleaning up after them. Did you place that's where you place your grass block? I'll give you credit. That's on the edge there. All right, that is almost hidden, but it wasn't hidden enough. I'm gonna pick that up now. So these right. What's that? Have you picked up a new grass block, or is that what? I don't know. I don't know. Just Enderman, I guess. Not particularly fun creatures. Where's it go? It goes out like that, doesn't it? Yeah, okay. That's an interesting one. Anyway, we'll get back to it. I swear I heard a creeper, but perhaps just my mind, or some noise on the music, or something, I don't know. Hello there, are you trying to make me hate you? Because I ain't going to. I don't want to anger you. Look at him. What? And back down. Where did he go? Oh, there he is, just climbing up. Is he going to take some more drown damage? Chimp. Okay, obviously. Where's he gone now? That's a glow squid. He's just. Well, there he goes. That was interesting. Probably not as interesting as I found it, but you know what? That was interesting. Just don't know how that was interesting, but for some reason it was. Just creeper doing its thing, I guess, and now it's disappeared. We'll probably see it slowly climb back up that water. That would be so funny. It's like, oh, there's copper by here. How cool. I swear most of my clips are just me getting distracted, me doing something and then, oh no, there's a mob that appeared, and I tried to make some funny moment out of it. Which is fine, fair enough. But I feel like that's just all my clips, really. Not all of them, actually, but a good majority of them that are not. Yeah. Anyway, I don't think I actually said this, but I did also have an idea. I was saying about ideas that I had to try and do some more streams and stuff, or different types of streams. I think I've had a couple ideas. I don't know how serious I am into some of them, but you know, it's just yeah, sure, we can do that if I wanted to. But basically, I was thinking about maybe playing some Minecraft maps, right? It's like, oh, that would be quite cool. Just see different Minecraft maps, maybe modded, see if my computer can handle that. If it can't, then obviously I won't play them. But playing some Minecraft, just weird Minecraft maps, would be quite cool. You know, as cool as some of the... You're both holding grass blocks. Anyway, as cool as some of the... what are they called? Some of the just pretty sort of build worlds look like, right? I'm not particularly interested in them. It's more kind of the puzzle maps and stuff like that that would be probably more interesting, that I'd probably have a look into, I guess. I don't know, you can just go, oh cool, that looks cool. I mean, on here obviously I'm not doing anything puzzle related because this is my own world and I'm just building to make it look good, and the stream I get from it is the building process, whereas the stream I get from, you know, looking at Minecraft maps is more from sort of solving sort of puzzles or going through them or whatever, rather than just going, yeah, this is a pretty cool map, this is really cool, I can't believe how someone would make this and move on. Like, there's not much to say there other than wow. It depends on the build, obviously, but you know, yeah, that's probably what you get from. That's probably what you get from certain builds. But anyway, it's something. It would be quite cool to do that. Also, was that block must have been placed by an Enderman there. Like, come on, look at them just holding all those grass blocks. It's like, okay, sure, take that grass block. Why not? I mean, yeah. We'll repair my shovel, I suppose, now, I guess. That'll be something. Alright, how low is my shovel? It's 196. I tell you what, I'll do the rest of this layer, maybe, and then we'll repair it, actually. No, we'll do the rest of the stone layer, and then we'll repair it. We won't worry about the sand. No, because I'll probably just destroy my shovel. Whoa. I swear these Endermen are trying to make themselves angry. Like, they're trying to get in ways so that, like, I hit them. Like, look at him, he just was right next to it. It's like they're trying to be angry and kill me for, like, a reason, and not just because they are aggressive mobs. I don't know what I'm saying, but you know, it's like they're just trying to find an excuse, really, just to do it, so they don't look like terrible mobs. Like, look at them. Okay, that's the creeper coming at me, and the creepers will just come at me. They're just horrible mobs. Whereas the Enderman is like, they'll only do it if they have a reason, but they'll make sure to get in the way so that you end up hitting them, and then they have a reason. Yeah, I swear that's what they do. That's not what they actually really do, but, you know, that's what they seem to do. Anywho, yeah, we'll go to the spider spawner, and we'll kill some spiders. It is kind of annoying that they are thingy. Maybe I should set up some, like, skeleton and zombie farms. That'll be cool if I could get, like, a librarian, not a librarian. What was it called? One of the lecturern, not lectern. No, the profession a villager gets when they become when their work bench place is a brewing stand. One of them. I don't know how I can't think of what it's called, but I can't, so leave me alone. Because they often accept lots of rotten flesh. It would be cool to get lots of rotten flesh so I can get some diamonds and stuff. Not diamonds, some emeralds, and I can trade those to get other things. I'm hoping that everything's okay, and that I won't die here, that I'm in a safe enough place, that I will be back. Enjoy the thing. Maybe this is the time that I should be least leaving. Or maybe it's the best time to leave. I'll be back anyway. Hello, I'm back. We're not dead. That's cool. That's a good thing. We're not actually dead. We're still alive, and there are tons of spiders for us to kill. That's nice. Let's kill these. Yeah, knockback here is not recommended. Like, thing is, it's easier with like, I don't know why. This feels slow and annoying, right? Whereas doing this feels a bit faster, even with knockback, right? So I want a sword. I want to do it with the sword, but I also don't want to do it with the knockback sword because they just get knocked back to a place that I don't want them to. Basically. It is quite annoying. Oh, I don't even have my shovel in my offhand. I'm just gaining levels and not not mending any of my tools. Oops. Oh well. we can, yeah, we can do something. But yeah, it would be cool to perhaps make some farms, other farms, because I know there are a couple spawners like a zombie and skeleton spawner. I think. Those kind of spawners anyway, from dungeons that are like technically dungeons. They're called dungeons. But they're really just one-roomed dungeons that have a spawner in there and some chests. Not much of a dungeon really. Like that's something that could be that's something that could be updated. Is the dungeons. I think that's something people have wanted really a bit. It would be cool to see that. You know, yeah, it would be cool to see something like that, but I don't know. That's still probably about a year away unless they decide to like do a small update at the end of this year, which would be cool. I hope they do that, but you know, or I don't think they will. Well, actually, this update has been kind of a good size, medium-sized one, I'd say. With lots of cool new features, but also it seems like they've gotten it done a lot quicker. Like I don't know, they're either just showing us the features a lot quicker, like more kind of they're polishing up on kind of the small things they have done, and kind of not giving us the full feature just yet. Like the sniff hasn't technically got the hatching mechanic yet. However, the spider's escaping again. Have I flipped the trapdoor again accidentally? I was thinking, hang on, I can't see a trapdoor. That's not a good sign. Shall we try and do this again? Right, let's do this for the 10th time. Yeah, when do I do this? Oh, so let's shoot them down, shall we? Oi, oi! I'm trying to kill them, not you. I'm gonna have to kill you now because you're in the way. And you. Is it just you? It was just you that spawned, apparently. Right. We can do that, and everything's fine. Everything's good. We did it in a way that didn't upset it like we had to do last time. That was fun. It wasn't. I say that a lot, though. I say things, oh, that was fun, when it really wasn't. As sarcasm, but you know what? Is there a better way to say that was not fun? Or that was brilliant, that was horrible? I don't know. I could technically say that. I don't know why I don't. I'm just not used to saying that, really. I can tell myself something, apparently. That's funny, you can actually look at this, their join message, you can hover over the name. If I say something now, I don't think I can do that, can I? No, I can only join over this player, and they go tell me, oh, I whispered to myself, hello. Oh, you can actually whisper to them by clicking on their name. Okay, that's cool. You know what? Just small things that you just realise exist, or you just suddenly realise exist because you know what? That's something. Anyway, it's cool. It's things will be going. Things will be doing something. Anyway, I feel like this shovel is getting repaired very slowly here. I don't know if it's because there's not much XP on it to begin with, or Oh, not much durability. Where are you trying to get to? Come here. Thank you. Okay. I don't know why. This is not the best system to do it, but I'm surprisingly happy with how this has turned out. I don't know why. Just the spider thing. Because, like, you just float into here and it goes, whoop. I mean, technically the cauldron at the top still has its use. I need a better way of getting down other than just a small, secret little hole underneath the cauldron. I wasn't quite anticipating not being able to get things done in the cauldron, so yeah, you know what, we can, next time we design something to go on top of a spider spawner, we'll make sure we know what's happening there. But there we go, okay. I'm not sure if it's just worth killing each spider as they come along or waiting until like 10 of them are here. Like, I honestly don't know. It's like, do you use more durability when you're trying to kill like 10 of them and then you're like swift edging them, whatever you want to call it? Or do you use more durability when you're killing them one by one? It's like, I don't know. I could genuinely test that. Do I want to? Not particularly. Is it that important to me? Not particularly. I normally wait until there's about 20 of them there. Usually go AFK or whatever. A bit harder on stream that I can't just go AFK. I mean, I did go AFK for a couple of moments, but I can't do it for too long, that I get 110 spiders or however many I need to completely repair my pickaxe, shovel. I don't really care about the pickaxe just yet. We'll wait until the pickaxe gets low. The pickaxe does seem low, like it's only got 800 things left, or nearly 900. But considering that I'm breaking 3, I think we're fine for now. I don't know if it's worth it. I don't know. I don't want to be stuck down here too long either, that's the thing. I normally only come down here if I have something well, if I normally come down here now, but the way I normally entertain is by telling something meaningful. Because yeah, that's something. A while ago I did say I wanted some sort of little cat feature down here. That would be cool. I still want that. However, I've not been working on that at all recently, actually. It's like, oh, okay. I mean, yeah, that's it's nothing. Yeah, I do want to work on it, but it's just like, I don't know. I think things have become a little bit complicated recently. I'm not sure how the best way to do it. It's a little bit more complicated with how I wanted to do it. I'm not sure if I should do it in like a HTML browser or something. I'm not sure what the best way to do it is. So I'll try experimenting with it. Or I'll try experimenting on it soon. That's the right word to say there. So yeah, it's something. Okay, right. Well, hello. What are you? What are you trying to? Are you trying to escape there, mate? He just gave up after his friends just came. He's like, I don't want to go down there. You do not. I have seen bad things. People being, well, spiders, my fellow spiders being slaughtered. I do not want any part to do with that. He just gets nudged back. Oh, well, if you're going to go down there, I mean, maybe I can go down there. Anyway, let's see. What? Come on then. Come on. Right. Hey, we gotten somewhere. I can't wait. We'll get until about 1,000, maybe 12,000. We'll get to 1,200, I say, maybe. I say we will get to 1,200. I don't need the recipe book. I turned that on. I use a different version of Minecraft, but I turned that on mainly because I don't know why it's on actually. I did technically turn it on to look at the decorated part and the thing, but that technically was a different version of Minecraft, so either it saves that kind of thing, like, somewhere different, separate to the version of the Minecraft, or separate to the world folder. I don't know. I don't know. But this is a task that you don't normally want to do whilst you're just. You want to do it whilst you've got something else to do, right? This is the task of. You want to be I don't know, doing something else. Technically streaming, but if I got something else to say, like it's like yeah. It's not the most entertaining of things, right? You know, I don't know how some streamers do it. Honestly, like they just like find entertaining things to say. It's like what I that like seems surprisingly easy. You make it seem surprisingly easy, but like I really can't do that. I just have my own style altogether. I mean, each person has their own style to it, but like I don't know. It's a bit different for me, really. I suppose. Okay, right. Anyway, something is happening. Oh, not much is happening really. I don't know. Also, has my phone died yet, or is it like just turned itself off? It's just turned itself off. It hasn't died yet technically. All right, right. Come on. Can I do something? Maybe not. Maybe. Okay, we'll just wait here. I swear my microphone is picking up more noises than it was last time. I'm not sure. It's a weird one. So I don't know what's happened. I don't know. I can search for. Hang on. My sound settings. Do I need to turn my mic down a bit? Actually, has it saved my sound settings? It hasn't really particularly. I'm going to turn it down to 80. Is that better? That might be better. I mean, it's technically quieter now, but we'll see. We'll see how 80 does. Maybe I should turn it up to 85 actually. I'll turn it up to 80. Sound settings. Yeah, we'll turn it up a little bit because I'm a bit quiet now, aren't I? It's more kind of the noises that it picks up than anything. It's like can pick up my PC fans working overtime because of all the stuff that I'm doing. It's just all sorts of stuff like that. It's like, oh, okay. Small noises like chair when I creak because I'm not the loudest, right? Apparently I'm not. So I have to amplify my noise for you to be able to hear me, and that also means that it also amplifies all the other noises in the background that you don't want to hear, which is a bit of a weird one, but yeah. Alright, let's see here. I mean, it might be worth like messing around with some of my sound settings again or something, off stream obviously, to see what works best. But have we got 1200? Oh, not quite. We're 1100. Oh, is that enough? I'm gonna say we're gonna get to 1200. Let's get to 1200. Doesn't it really matter that much, but it'll give us a little bit more XP whilst we're down here. And so that should be fun. They're just gonna slowly watch it. It's gone to 11:45, just under, oh, just over actually. Oh, we're just over 50 away. Just over 50 away. We'll see. Yeah, we're just gonna wait for these spiders to spawn because honestly, I don't have much to say. I really need to find something to say, honestly. You know what? Actually, I remember when I used to have only the one monitor or whatever. Right? It was quite a weird one. It used to be actually an old TV that I had for a console. Wow. We bought a TV, like a secondary TV that goes with a console, or to have in this room with a console, and then eventually we changed it to have more of a computer-based setup. And so obviously I bought monitor and stuff. Well, we got a monitor and stuff instead. I remember when I had that on, it was like so big as well, but Yeah, my phone doesn't want to stay on apparently. Anyway, yeah, I remember that. It's kind of weird. So I had Minecraft like this small kind of a thing in the corner, and like OBS kind of a bit smaller as well. It was really weird. I'd kind of have it on a weird aspect ratio like this or whatever, and have OBS kind of down in the corner as well. That was a fun time until eventually something happened and I couldn't really stream anymore. I'm not sure for whatever reason. But yeah, that was something that happened, and then I ended up just getting a monitor, and everything's good. Technically got a second monitor, but it's more of an old monitor that probably would have been chucked if I hadn't picked it up. Basically, we're technically over 1200 now. We're nearly 1300, but we might as well kill all these spiders here whilst they're here, because the problem is waiting for them to spawn more than waiting to kill them. So let's get back to the digging. Now that we've spent another half hour just trying to get enough things. Also, that's much longer than I remember it being, that journey up. I don't know why. Was I just accidentally trapped in a wall slightly? Also, we've done a lot. Look at that. That is so flat now. But it's not quite flat enough yet. Not quite. Honestly, I'm probably going to dig those out. I don't know. Again, that's going to be for a future meet. I thought there was a spider jockey then. It was like, nope. Just one on top of another. Well, in front of each other, I mean. Spider jockey, they are on top of each other. Can we get this? Can we get... Oh! Go on. Shoot me. Yeah, that's it. Go on. Shoot. Yeah, we got a... What disc do we have? Let's see. We have Ward. I'm not sure which one that it is. But you know what, that's probably... I don't know. Is that one of the better ones? Is that one of the worst ones? Are there better ones? Are there worse ones? I don't know. I mean, you probably have to like ones more than the others. It's hard not to... They are fairly varied, aren't they? So it's hard not to, like, have a preference. If you like them all. I mean, sometimes the more different sort of things are, like if you're comparing two things, the more different it is, the harder it is to compare and have a preference of one over the other. Because it's like, well, they both do, like, different things. Like, how do you say which one you prefer if they just, like, you know, if they're... I mean, certain things, yeah, maybe, do you prefer, I don't know. So do you prefer zombies or skeleton? Well, it's like, well, you probably prefer zombies because they're much easier to kill and you're not getting shot by 100 arrows. Whereas if you're comparing, I don't know, a snowman to a tree, it's like, which one do you prefer? I mean, technically you've got to like one more than the other, but they're very different, and how do you compare them against each other? It's like, yeah, a tree is pretty useful, it gives us oxygen, whereas a snowman is just, it can be quite cute and fun, right? It can be, it's like, so which one do you prefer? It's like, that's a bit of a hard question. Yeah, I did. So sometimes it's just not worth comparing two things at all, like, just because technically you might have a preference, or like you should technically have a preference, but it's hard to tell which one's better because they're just two completely different items. And that is why you can't always compare everything. I feel like that was some sort of moral, but it wasn't really meant to be, so... Yeah, there we go. So we're almost done with this layer now. This is fun and exciting, isn't it? This is exciting. We might actually start to get to the digging part. I don't know. We might do some neatening up. I'm just not kind of looking forward to do the digging part. Like, this part is easy. I can just dig like straight down, whereas I kind of have to figure things out on the fly as I go, and like how things might look best. Like, I kind of have to figure that out as I go along. I mean, technically I can mend it, but it's going to be harder. It's going to be easier if I kind of get it right first try as I go along. So yeah, we'll see how things happen. I mean, we've still got a giant layer technically to do, so this layer is going to be come down one more. Also, this looks weird, doesn't it? Like, it used to be up there, right up there. You can tell now that we're a few layers down, it looks like it's floating a lot more, because that was really only 1 or 2 blocks above the height, but now it's like, oh, 10 blocks, 10, 15 blocks or something. Probably more like, I don't know, maybe less than 10 blocks, but it's a guess. It's around that mark. So yeah, it does make it look maybe that little bit better, hopefully. And what kind of a skyline only just floats in the air? No, what kind of skyline just hovers in the air rather than floats like really high up? You know? Look at it. The grass looks kind of weird on the side like that, but you know, oh well. It's also slightly yellowish coloured grass. I didn't notice that before, actually. Although I don't think I really had grass there before, so that's something anyway. Yeah, these little blocks up here that's kind of like, that doesn't really fit. I'm probably going to remove them anyway. It's only rough as well, so we'll see. What things happen, right? Is there anywhere else particularly important that I need to do? I don't think so. I think we're just moving on to the next layer. Now this layer is what's probably going to take the most time. I'm going to be honest, because this is the biggest layer now, because we're now joining up like 2 sections. So this isn't going to be just slightly bigger than... Whoops. Right, let's just place this back where it was, like that. Meant to destroy the 1 or 2 blocks. Oops, oh well. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh god, I placed a ton of sand. Oh, the sand is going to be the hard part. Oops, oh well. As I was saying, it doesn't matter too much. Right, here. What? How does this line up? No, it doesn't line up. It lines up there. Technically this block should be gone. Yeah, ish. Right, then it goes there. Then it goes there. So this block can go over here. It goes there, and then forward 1. Right, okay, I can't believe I messed this up. And then it goes forward a few blocks over here. And then it goes down to... And then it goes down over here. Okay, there we go. We fixed it now. It's fine. I didn't mess it up too much. I was like, oh god, did I just like dig in the wrong direction? Like those were meant to be there to help me so that I didn't dig over the line, but it turns out I dug in the wrong direction, so maybe those didn't particularly help me. No, they have been pretty helpful so far. Did I just mine that with my... oh god. Look how fast these mine, wow. Okay. Alright, let's go... Yeah, we technically need to dig down everything 2 layers now, so... Because it's 2 layers too high at the moment, because this is the level we want it to be on. But this is the level that it is actually on. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do this area first with the with all the grass and stuff. And then we'll do it layer by layer with all the stone. Oh, I got a piece of iron. I swear I got like fortune or luck or something on this, because I swear I'm getting like so many carrots and so many things. No, I just have fire aspect, knockback, mending, and sharpness. Why am I getting so many pieces of iron and stuff? Am I just killing that many zombies? If so, then gee, okay. Right, sure. Oop. Also, these mine very quickly. They do mine so quickly, actually. It's like, whoa, okay, I've already mined like 10 layers of those sand things in one single press of a button. Is it sandstone? It's sandstone. I'm pretty sure it's sandstone. Yeah, sounds about right. Also, there are weird noises, like probably drilling or something going on somewhere behind me. I'm not sure if you can hear them. Because Yeah, those aren't distracting me at all. They are slightly, they're not too distracting. It's quite quiet through the door and walls and stuff. I'm not sure why they're there, but you know what they are. Uh, so, yeah, let's go. These water areas are going to be the hardest part, because I'm going to just avoid the water areas for now, until we can get the digging done and all sorts. I mean, technically I need to kind of drain the water areas, like over here, and then this pot will just drain, then this pot will, like, flow over. For now, I don't know. I don't know what's happening for now. Should I, technically, because there's two pools of water here, should I technically have, like, one little river or something going through it, and then a little mountain over on that side over there, or on either side, like over here and over here, so it's almost like a canyon, I guess. And then having water come off from that, I don't know, maybe one side should be, like, I don't know, if you have one side be like a mountain over there, go, like there's a mountain, and then you have like a river going across. I don't know. I'm not sure how well I'm pitching this idea to you, because I can imagine it in my head, but how well can I make you imagine what I'm imagining is... We'll see, we'll see. Yeah, I guess we'll just... Maybe next time we can start building on that, because I've technically got enough resources now after doing all of this, and we can do the digging afterwards. I'm just finding excuses not to do the digging, basically. I mean, I've been doing the digging for a little bit now, so I might as well have a little bit of a break. Still finding excuses, though, aren't I? So, yeah, alright. Okay, let's see here. So this is quite a weird point now, where it's kind of mining onto the side of here. I don't know why, but it is. It does seem weird. Okay. Is there anywhere else? There's dirt over there, but I might as well start on the mining of the stone. Yes, that is something else I need to do. Maybe I should have repaired my pickaxe. I can use a silk touch if I really wanted to. Yeah, that's something else that I also could do. If this pickaxe looks like it's about to break, and by about to break I mean like it's still got a couple hundred technically uses left, but I don't want to take many chances. Oh, I've got an enchanted bow, do I? That I really particularly want, don't I? What has it got? It's got Unbreaking one. Sure, that could be helpful. Maybe. Probably will never be. But it could be, so I'm keeping it. Let's put all this stuff in the chest, shall we? So we've got a good bit of dirt. We've got a ton... Oh, why did I put dirt in here? But we've got a ton more cobblestone and stuff. Boop, 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 boop. And then we can pop this into here, and we can eventually, one day, we can perhaps spend a stream just going back and forth trying to empty all these chests again. That'll be a funny one. Yeah, okay, I swear this noise is getting louder. Well, it'd be a funny one if you could hear it in the background. I swear that is... You can probably hear my PC just going, what? Anyway, it's probably... My PC is probably louder. Might not be, but it probably is. I can actually feel it now. This is really interesting. So many mobs, so many mobs. Oh, I got boots! I finally got a full set of gold armor. Not that I particularly care, and I sound like I care. And yeah, I got a full set of. I got the rest of the set back. Yeah, the thing. I was like, oh, okay. The boots was the only one that I was missing, actually. Look at you wearing boots. I'm not gonna get your boots though, am I? That's a shame. Anyway, where was I? What was I doing? I was over here. I was mining all of this stuff over here. See, we've got about an hour and a quarter left, which is a good amount of time. I'm not sure how much will get done in this stream, how much we've got left. I might end up doing it end up leaving earlier. I only had a 2-hour stream last time, actually. Or just no, it was like 2 hours 20, so 2.5 hours, which is probably about normal, actually. I don't know why I'm mining like this. I normally mine in much better fashion, a much more consistent one, but you know what, we're here. I really need to get better enchantments. That's something else that I need to do. I'm not sure. It's like, how much should I do on stream? Like, this is the world where I pretty much only do things on stream, basically. However, there are probably certain things that you'd probably want to see that you probably don't want to see, basically. Like, there are probably certain things like, oh, yeah, do you really want to see me enchanting, or was that a good enchanting stream? Would an enchanting stream be a fun one, or would it just be boring and pretty useless? You know, there's nothing particularly entertaining I do, I suppose. You know what? What I could do, maybe next month, maybe not, is I could take a break and do some more entertaining things for a month. Like, each stream would be like for that month, for like full streams or something, right? Each stream would be doing something maybe a little bit more entertaining than just mining things and me talking to you, basically. I could do Minecraft maps, I could do speed runs, I don't know. That would be an interesting one. If I can find 4 things that I want to do, maybe even just 2 things I can do, multiple streams of the same thing, then that might actually be an idea. Now, there's no promises that I do that, but I could if I tried. Hello there, black sheep. You're just ominously in the background. Just, you know what? You don't look so ominous anymore. Just walking away like that. Just a derpy looking sheep walking in a weird fashion, basically now. Because that's just the way sheep walk. No offense. That's not just like, that's nothing to do with you. That's just the way sheep walk in general. Anyway, I'm gonna be back. I'm actually gonna disconnect for this one, so you can have a beautiful look at that 1.19 thing. What was it called? Background panorama. That's what it's called. Have a look at this beautiful 1.19 panorama of the swamp and the bee, because there's a bee for some reason. Why not? There's just a bee in the background. Anyway, I'll be back. See you later. Hello, I'm back. You know, it is funny, these things. Actually, that's something. I just didn't know what to say on stream. I was like, how do you say hello at first? Like, how do you just say, "Whoop, it's me, I'm back"? like, so I just went, hello, 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 and now that is stuck ever since. That's just what I do every stream now, so that's a funny little thing. It is funny how these just things kind of just happen. Like, sometimes it feels like, oh god, do I need to... Certain things will just happen naturally, other things it's like, do I need to work on making sure, do I need to specifically do something, do I need to be one entertaining and these kind of things just happen, or do I need to, do I just like, just let it happen, like what, do I need to, I don't know, it's confusing, but it's just funny how little things like that, certain things like that have just happened for me, but other things not so much. Sometimes these things require an audience. That is not something that I particularly have here on Twitch at the moment. So you know, it would be an interesting thing to see. Anyway, I need to eat food apparently. That's and there's a creeper there. I'm not worried at all about eating this food as the creeper just slowly walks towards me very ominously in the darkness, and let's just run away. And the creeper's dead. Cool, cool, cool. So we now just got 6 gunpowder. Not that I got that all from one creeper, but that is something that I did. That is the amount of gunpowder that I have. It's just this black sheep just jumping up and down in the ground. There he is. What's he doing? Is he in the water or something? Just bobbing up and down. Also, what are you doing up there? How do you even get yourself up there? And how do you even get yourself down from there? That is the other question. It's not like you're just going to take a leap of faith. You're not a player. You don't do that unless you do. Do zombies do that? I feel like zombies do that. He hasn't even spotted me there. Just vibing up there. Just gonna hide behind here. Just to watch him. All right, he's just looking around, just being one of those people on top of the watchtowers. Watchtowers. So it's a watch mushroom. That, yeah, those are tricky words to say for me anyway. Apparently, you do not realize how tricky the word watch mushroom is. It's the ch and the sh and the watch and the mushroom. It's just hard to say when you're saying them together. Well, they're just vibing over there, so I'm just gonna let them vibe over there by just mining to the edge of this, basically. Okay, this is an interesting situation anyway. What? So you do jump off there, huh? How did you? When did you even notice me? Like, you were on the other side of the mushroom. How did you even see me and then jump off and then try to kill me and fail so hard that you just died? Okay, yeah, that's something. Oh, okay, the creeper spotted me, and it's not unspotting me. This is fun. Actually, no, the creeper has unspotted me. It's the spider that's hasn't unspotted me. You know what? Well, the spider's fine. I'm fine with the spider spotting me because not much. If it's a poison spider, then that's kind of scary because you keep taking damage even afterwards, and then you're on half a heart, and then all of a sudden they attack you, and you're dead. That, or you just box yourself up in a little thing. You know that box that you create when you're just like so low, and you just kind of block yourself in like that 2x1 area or whatever, just so that nothing else can get you, and you can just have a chance to eat and heal. Or you leave the game and respawn with protection thingy, like spawn protection. Ooh. Okay, he's dead now. Let's go. We don't have to worry about him anymore. I swear I saw a zombie in the corner of my eye, but that's just probably the blue of the water and the green of the grass, maybe. I don't know. That's just a guess. If it wasn't, then I'm just seeing things. I'm just that's not very good. I'm just so paranoid that there's going to be just a zombie or a creeper, just something lurking in the background. And it's like, oh, was that? No, nope, nope. Okay, that was just green and grass. How did I even see a zombie out of that? Like what? I mean, for a second then I thought that tree and whatever was like a zombie or creeper or something. I don't know. It's like what? I really am seeing everything. There is a zombie. This is definitely a zombie now. After talking all about all of that, I'm pretty sure that this is a zombie. It's just peacefully there next to the sheep. Right, I'm gonna jump and crit so that it doesn't actually harm the sheep, because one of those sheep have already died because of a creeper explosion. So yeah, let's not have that sheep be dying too. Is that the same ominous sheep that just kind of walked over? No, that's the ominous sheep that doesn't look so ominous in the light over there. Cool. Anyway, we're getting closer to finishing this layer. Not quite close, but closer. I mean, you can only really ever get closer unless you're placing blocks down and doing these out opposite. Are there some things that you can, like... Are there... Can you get further away from everything? Like, are there some tasks that you can, like, get closer to, but not further away from? I feel like there are, but also I can't really think of anything, so... I don't know, it's an interesting one. But with most things, you can get closer to, and generally you will get closer to it more than you will get farther away from it. But there is also a way that you can get further away from it. Also, I've said those words too many times now. Closer and further away. Especially the further away part, it just doesn't sound quite right to me anymore. That's what repeating the same words over and over again does to you, apparently. You just can't tell anything. I don't know, honestly. Yeah, I know, I'm really 50-50. Are we going to be able to make a start on getting, like, start where the layer is and going down even further, digging even more, or are we just going to kind of finishing off, flattening it all out? We want to make it like a big crater. Oh, perfect timing. Right next to this chest. We can pop all of this just random stuff that we don't want in it. This dirt can go into here. These items can go into here. Brilliant. That's cool. And we can collect some more of this dirt. I mean, this area wasn't the prettiest area, I'm going to be honest. Like, I'd probably enough creepers had spawned in it, and it was quite plain, and there's just weirdnesses to the way it kind of spawned, I think, or it generated. That's probably a better word. That it wasn't the neatest to begin with, so you know what? It's fine. I'm fine with it doing like this. It is like a wow. Look how many blocks we've managed to mine down in some areas. The other areas, it's like, oh yeah, that was just as flat as it was before. But in others, it's like, that's quite a difference. But you really start to see the size of the island up there at the top, right? Total area that it covers is quite large. And there's a ton of mobs spawning over there. Should I do something about them? I don't really want to do something about them, but I probably should do something about them. So I'm just gonna not do something about them until they come and attack me. And I need to do something about them, otherwise I'm just gonna die. Or get really annoyed. One or the other. Anywho, things are right. We're getting close, I think. Oh, we still have a good few blocks out. I might actually have to repair this pickaxe first. We've still got 600 left. We've only used 200. Over that, we've just used just like 250-ish. Just over 250 XP from like all of that layer. Right, how much is that? That's probably like 600 or so blocks. That sounds about right, actually. Because if there's like 250, right? If it's like 250 things, then it doesn't breaking 3. It's 1 for every 3 blocks that breaks, right? So you'd get 3 times as much durability. So technically, we've probably mined about 750 blocks with it, which is not bad, honestly. But it does sound about right. Maybe a bit more than that, actually. Probably only mined about 500, I'd say. But 750 would be technically more correct, I think. I don't know. It's something. I mean, it is a lot of blocks, but it doesn't quite sound like 750 or whatever. Goodbye. See? What? Can I actually see at the bottom there? He's floating in midair there. I swear I couldn't see. Oh, it's because I'm higher up. Oh, that makes so much sense actually. It's because I'm lower down. It's the opposite of what I said. I'm not higher up, I'm lower down. That's why I can see even further. So I can't see the blocks or the water there, but I can see the entities. Although they're disappearing now. Oh, I guess because the later it gets into the night, the more foggy it gets, question mark. That's, okay, that's an interesting one. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, things are happening. There's just this sheep. Is this the same ominous sheep? I think it might be the same ominous sheep. I'm just gonna. It's just the ominous sheep now. You are the ominous sheep even when you're not ominous because you're black and you were once ominous. You looked very ominous, and I've said ominous too many times that I've just ruined so many words this time. Although it has been a good length since I've ruined some of the other words that they probably become unruined now. Yeah, there was better ways to phrase that, but oh well. Oh well, I say. Oh well. Okay, let's see. We are. I'd say now we're getting close. Look at it. We've done all of that. We've done all up there, and now we're getting close down here with just this little bit left. I'm not sure when I do this, right? I know where I'm pointing to. I'm technically pointing to it with the cursor. But do you get that? Do you understand what I'm pointing to? Or is that just not something that's very good? I don't know. What am I saying? I don't know. Who knows? Um yeah, it is that weird thing of like I understand what I'm saying, but do you understand what I'm saying? Because like I've sometimes I don't understand what I'm saying. Sometimes maybe you have a better understanding of what I'm saying than I do. You know, that's an unlike well, yeah, I'd say unlikely but totally possible situation um that that is happening. Some things you can only explain to people that know what you're talking about. There's some things it's like you can't explain it, but if you can explain it in such a loose way that because they know what you're talking, or because they know about what you're talking about, that they can understand. And sometimes I feel like that's pretty much all I ever do, but I don't think so. I feel like I never explain things well enough, but also when I look back, it's like, oh, I did explain that. Okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought I explained that. Sometimes I feel like I'm constantly explaining things, like even to myself for whatever reason. This is becoming the dirt and cobblestone chest because I mean I could technically put it in here. I feel like that's a smarter idea, but it doesn't really matter. I'm putting it in here. Why not? This is more stony stuff, I guess. The sand, yeah, is stony enough. Technically, sand is just broken down stone and stuff. Okay, yeah. I Probably find better words sometimes, but you know, I choose the words I say because I really don't have time to think about what I say before I say it. Yeah, that's something. We might only go to half past. I'm not sure. We might go to the full length. I'm not entirely sure. We'll try and go to quarter past. Let's say no quarter past, quarter two even. But it's totally possible. It might be for another half hour. It might be for another. Maybe only for another 5 minutes if that's really what I want, because I can end the stream whenever I want technically. I feel like I have an obligation to keep it going for at least 2.5 hours, or at least 2 hours, which technically I've met that quota now. But I feel like I do need to go for the 2.5 hours and do what I said. Like, I don't feel like I'm allowed to end up earlier, just because I feel like I ended up earlier. I mean, I give myself leeway of 10 or 12. No, yes, 10 or 12? Maybe? Not 10 or 12. What? My brain. 10 or 12 something. What? Why am I? Why? I've completely lost track of what I was saying. I will be honest now. I've literally lost track. Okay. I was about to say, I think we're done. We are not quite. There's a couple blocks, like, actually that's on the outside, those blocks, technically. So we'll leave those there. We'll leave those there. I feel like I just mumble my word. Well, I don't mumble them, but I feel like I mess my words up quite a lot sometimes. It's like, okay. Okay, good. But it's an oh well, I guess. Because most of the time, most people aren't hearing it. And if they are, maybe it's a funny. I don't know. There's a couple blocks into there. Woo, okay. So technically that... Did I just avoid that spider? Like, look at it. What? He wants to jump and attack me, but I ain't letting him. Oh, okay, that's that done. Not quite. We've got another layer done, so well done. How long did that take? What? Half hour? No, not quite, I'd say. Maybe 20 minutes. So we can go for another 20 minutes with this next layer, which might be longer, might be shorter. It's probably longer. It's probably bigger. That's what I mean by longer. I don't know. Oh, who knows? Like, how much time do I spend dilly-daddling? Dilly-daddling? What? I don't know what it is. Because my brain. How much time did I spend doing meaningless things? Dilly-dallying, I think it is. I think. Don't quote me on it, but I do believe it's dilly-dallying. Something. It doesn't sound right now, but it sounds better than what I said. Oh, who knows? I said a thing, and hopefully it was close enough. So, yeah, there's that. I mean, technically, I'm probably going to end up mining this middle part even more. Again, technically. I felt like I was so close to falling down there then. But wow, can you imagine there was like a bit of a mountain there, or whatever? Because, oh, it's hard to tell now. It is hard to remember, or it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. So that water is like floating so high up. Look at it. So if I just pop that there, now what I can do is I can come and grab this top piece. And it should just stay there. Woo! That worked. Surprisingly well, actually. Oop, didn't mean to mine that piece. So yeah, we're going to avoid the watery areas for now. We might go back today and fix those watery areas, or we might not. I'm not sure what I want to do. We'll see. Guess if I put a one by there, I can mine a little bit more from this area. Okay, I really hope this works out, because now that we've got the base area, I'm really hoping it's going to look good. Okay, you can fall into that hole, and you obviously don't want to. Why can't I sprint now? It's weird. I sort of feel like sometimes I get stopped in my tracks by the skeletons, and then all of a sudden I can't sprint because I'm still holding the sprint button. And it's just not working, and it's weird. It's like, what? I'm not sprinting. Why aren't I sprinting? Have I got sprint toggle? I think I've got sprint toggle on. Do I? I must do. No, I've got sprint hold. What's sprint toggle? I've toggled it on. But you can, with sprint hold, toggle it to a degree? That's a weird one. Because I can tap it once, and I don't have to press it again. Where is accessibility? Also, what's this reduced debug information? Huh, it's reduced debug information. Looks a bit cleaner. Is that Optifine, maybe? I don't know. That's a cool one. Does it show me my coordinates? That's the important one. Not really. No, I don't think so. I don't think it does actually. So that's not actually technically useful. As clean as it might look, it's not technically useful. Man suggestions, hide matched names. Only show secure chat. Okay, I did not know those were settings, but now I do, I guess. But yeah. Anyway, I pressed the sprint. I'm moving forward. I pressed the sprint button and I'm sprinting. I'm not holding the sprint button, even though it technically says hold. But as soon as I let go, it's not on. So there is a difference, but you can still hold it. Like there's no toggle for the sprint or the hold to sprint. I don't know. It works weirdly, I think, a bit sometimes. Like you'd think as soon as I'd let it go that it would be fine. So I've somehow smeared my glasses in a way that I just cannot see through them at all. I'm not sure how I did that, but apparently I did. That, I'll say, yeah, that's meant to go in there. So does that need to... Oh god, this is confusing now. I think it needs to go there. Is it? Or did I just how am I instantly mining that? What? How am I instantly mining this? I'm not in creative, am I? Oh my god. Oops. I'm like de-opping myself. Because I do not want to be able to do that again. Can I do this now? Hey, I can't do this anymore. Whoopsie. Let's not do that again. Let's like never do that again. Also, oh my god, I'm so confused. What is part of... I'm really confused this now. Hang on. Right, so is this part of it? Yes, this is all part of it, right? This is still part of it. So we want to mine around here. Is it? I mean, yeah, and then we go forward. Why can't I move? Right, here. I mean, we want to go forward one block here. Why is this so confusing? The hell? The hell did I do? I genuinely feel so bad now. Like, what the hell did I change? I can technically, I think I might be lucky and I can go back and look at the video. Youch! What the hell just happened? Something weird just happened. I can technically look back at it. I'm gonna mute the volume. And have a look back. No, I can't actually do that. It's only like a second worth of footage. Okay. Oh well. I hope the stream is doing okay. Whoopsie. Right, let's reevaluate this. So this then needs to be here. And then this goes here. It wasn't a huge difference. It wasn't huge, right? And then this goes around here. Around to here. And around to here. Over here. Over here. Over here. Over here. And then it continues on like that. Okay, jeez. Oh, so this doesn't seem right. I'm mining that block. I don't care. I don't care anymore. I'm just mining that block. I can't believe I switched into creative. I'm not sure how long I did that for. Eesh. Okay. I mean, I can have a look back, and if there's any extra blocks I accidentally grabbed or something, or accidentally placed, I can kind of revert that after the stream. Because technically it's cheating, but it doesn't. It's only cheating as long as I count it to be cheating, really. It's not like anyone else is really doing anything else. I mean, technically you could be. You're the one that could count it as cheating. You're the one that watching this, but. And no, this does not prove that I've done anything off stream in creative. No, I've never done this before. Literally, I pretty much spend 90% of this time on this world. It's just small little things I do off stream. It's not like I go off stream and build a whole diamond house or something, or get 100 diamonds or something. No, that's not what I do off stream. I barely do anything off stream. Okay. Okay, leave me alone. Oh no, that was... Oh god. Oh gee. Let's move past it now and just forget it ever happened, because I kind of... So this is the layer that I am trying to mine off, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Something doesn't feel quite right anymore now. Ooh, well. Hopefully it feels a little bit better later on. Why there's always two Endermen. At least two Endermen. I don't know why. Well, that's what seems to be happening today. Not normally. But today, there seems to be at least two Endermen together. I mean, and then there's two black sheep over there, and then that poor little third black sheep over there on the other side. It's like, zombie villager. That is a zombie villager. How are you seeing me? How did you... Not even the skeleton. What? I'm sorry, how did you see me from all the way that far? What the... Bruh, what do you... I mean, I'll kill you. That's what you want. Okay, yeah, right, that was... Yeah, something. Yeah, that certainly was something. Okay, we're gonna keep going. I don't think I will actually have time to do anything else, really. Yeah, no, I think this is the final layer I'm going to be able to do. As final layer that I have to do before I start to do so the weirdnesses of the stuff. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore, but you know. No, let's not do it. Right, let's put this stuff in here. I'm just ignoring the skeleton for now, but he keeps trying to find. He keeps finding a way to find me. So I need to put everything else in here and just hope. Probably taking more damage than I am, to be honest. Like, look at him. Did he take damage? He sometimes takes. Yeah, look, he took damage. Only sometimes, though. Like, I didn't even take a heart of damage, though. I just took the knockback. Like, okay. He took more knockback, not damage there, than I took damage in general. Thanks to all my armor. Especially me, me Thorn's armor, which has taken quite a lot of damage. It does, yeah. Thorn's not. Thorns is a weird one. I think it's definitely up to personal preference, but it takes. It's like soul speed. It takes more what's it called? It takes more durability. However, because yeah, it takes more durability because it's like salt speed, but it's not the most useful thing because they take so little damage because they deal so little damage to you. So I don't think it's worth it to have thorns. Does that make it a good enchantment if, like, let's say you accidentally get thorns, are you going to go, no, no, that is the least enchantment that I want. Oh my god, I can't believe I got thorns. Blah, 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 blah. It's like, or is that just I got thorns, whatever. Or is it oh god, I got thorns, let's take it off. Or is it oh yay, that's thorns, that's kind of exciting, not really worthwhile, but you know, kind of exciting. You know, what kind of level would you put thorns on? Because it's a bit of a weird one. It's like, yeah, it has its uses and it's not totally bad, but it takes like durability and it doesn't do much. So does that make it bad? Does that make it mid? Does that make it okay? I don't know. Honestly, it's not. I don't really like thorns. Um, and I'd rather probably not see thorns on my armor. But I don't know, I'd say I'd still get thorns from some, but I still don't feel too badly about thorns. I don't go, oh god, it's thorns, ugh, whatever. I just go, oh, okay, whatever. It's kind of like oh, means nothing. Might take more durability, but oh well. Chances are I'll probably end up like re-enchanting most of this. I think the leggings, other than Swift Sneak, probably have all like literally the max enchantments they have, which is not bad. I didn't actually realize I got that. Everything else is kind of well max enchantments on some of it. The boots technically have quite a few good enchantments, but not great. I'm not too bothered about the enchantments, right? On my other world, I was like, yeah, I need to get all the best enchantments that I could possibly get, but otherwise it's like, on this world, it's like, oh, yeah, that's not really what I'm focused on. I'm going to try and see how far I can push this without needing to top up these tools and stuff. However, I'm not sure. I might actually have to go to the spider spawner. I'm genuinely thinking that I have to end up at half full, but I don't. Right? It's like I set myself at, oh yeah, I'll probably end up half full, and now I'm probably gonna end up half full, but I'm not. Right? I feel like I need to end up half full. We'll go to quarter two. We'll see. Might even go to past 5 o'clock. But 5 o'clock is more of a hard limit. Honestly, it's not really a hard limit, but it is a harder limit. I don't know. It's a weird one. Because I like to stick to schedules to a certain degree. I'm not like you must do this to the exact minute, or you must do this to the exact. But I do like to go, okay, I'll do this, this, and that, right? So it's a funny one. I don't know. Okay. So I've somehow managed to do a good amount of waffling on this stream, just saying random things, which is pretty cool. I was like, oh god, I have nothing to say, but I managed to find a few things that I have managed to say, which is good. In general, on the most part, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm kind of coming to the point. Oh god, yeah, right. We're at the end of the stream now. We just want to finish this layer off. Let's finish this layer off, and we'll end. Have we genuinely done? No, we've genuinely. I thought we had done that whole area. Then I thought, oh my god, we're so close to doing it. What? We might actually do it before the half hour. And I was thinking we were gonna go past like the 5 o'clock mark and whatever. No, no, we still haven't done the majority of over there yet. So yeah, we might have to go past the 5 hour mark. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to swap my pickaxes around so that I only use my thingy thing for ones that I don't need, and this I'll get from I'll use this pickaxe mostly, and then this for just the stuff that can't be silk touched or doesn't need to be silk touched. That sounds like an idea, doesn't it? What does this have? Unbreaking 2, so it's going to go down quicker with my silk touch, but that doesn't matter too much. Yeah, what I want to do is I want to get like the perfect enchantments. Well, I don't actually. I want to get the best enchantments that I can get. But if I'm going to be spending a stream or something on it, then I might as well try and go for the best enchantments, even if it takes a couple streams. I don't know. I don't want to put too much effort into it, but also I kind of want the best enchantments. There's like part of me that does want the best enchantments. I don't want to put the effort in. Like it's like, is it worth it? Not really, but like also be cool. And yeah, it's a weird one. Everything's a weird one, isn't it? With me, I don't know. It's something. And this is the point where I like just have no idea what I'm saying, and I'm just like, yeah, that's something. That's also something. That's yeah. That just seems to be the common theme here. You can hop out in the water at like half a heart or whatever you're at. Hello, skeleton. Would you like to leave me alone? Do I have to dodge your arrows? Like so. I'm such a pro dodger. Dodge 2 arrows? Oh, wow, I can. Couldn't dodge that arrow though. Which is sad. Or that hit apparently. I did that. The spider hit me just before I managed to kill it, which was sad. Did he get out of the water? You know, he could have vibed just in the water if he wanted to. But he didn't, and he decided to attack me instead, like all these other mobs, and die in vain. I said I'd use this for, yeah, this stuff. Oh god, right, this is where I'm gonna block off the water now, by here, like so. So that part of the water is going to be blocked. Where's the skeleton coming from? There you are. They just don't want to leave me alone, do they? Everywhere. Oh well, either way, it's fine. Okay, what are we doing? I don't know. What are we doing? Something. Yeah, we're right coming to the end of this now. I've kind of said what I have to say. Not that I had anything to say to start with, but somehow I said things anyway, and now I'm not saying things, so yeah, that's something. You're going through my like the streams and whatever. I realize how much like just blank space there is between everything. It's like I didn't think I didn't say anything for that long in between these places, but somehow there seems to be more. There's a blank space than there is talking. It's like, what? I thought I was talking through most of it, but apparently not. I mean, I do talk through most of it, but there's still a lot more blanks. Like, I want to say white space. I don't know what it's called. Just blank, just non-talking, just whatever for like a long time. It's like, whoa, okay, that's great. Also, my inventory is full, I realize that now. So let's drop all of this into the chests. Did I... Okay, the items and stuff can go up here. Like so. I've got an entire stack of copper, apparently. Did not realize that. Bro, leave me alone. Apparently the only way he'll leave me alone is if I kill it, so you know what? That seems to be the same with most mobs. So I'm just gonna have to kill it. Just to kill the spider. Also, there's another zombie there. Why do zombies like that sheep in particular? They seem to always end up in the same place, just trapped in that corner there. I don't know. That's an interesting one. Okay. Just gonna keep doing this. He's not gonna be able to get out, is he? He can't get out there. Nah, probably not. We're fine. We're safe. That sheep, he just doesn't want to attack that sheep, so that's good. That sheep can just, like, continue vibing there with the zombie. Fine. We are getting close. We are getting, oh, so close now. And we will end up, probably, here might end up actually being close to quarter two by the time we finish. Or it might not be, I don't know. We'll have to wait and find out. Down he goes, into the pit. Somehow evening light, you can actually see to the bottom of that, somehow. I'm not sure how. I could see like all the mobs and stuff at the bottom when it was evening. Not night, not day, but evening. But I can't when it is night and day, which is really weird actually. Yeah, it's a bit of a strange one. Right, I'm just going to place water by there, or block by there. Maybe I should like replace those cobblestone pieces with like with some stone that I like actually am collecting now. That might be a good idea. That's what I'm actually gonna do. Like I'm not in like these finishing touches, but I still just want to do the finishing touches anyway. Just because I'm like, whilst I'm at it. Whilst I'm at it. So boop 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 boop. Is there anywhere else particularly important? I think some of that white diorite, I think, is technically placed, but it looks natural enough, right? Yeah, it looks natural enough. We'll leave it as it is. Also, I've only got 9 bread left, which is fine. I think that'll last me. As long as I have enough to last me to the end of the stream, it's fine. I should have a stack of potatoes, baked potatoes, or which should have been smelted somewhere in the village, if I ever run out of food. But we'll see. I could possibly do with growing some pumpkins and stuff. Maybe that might be a useful thing. Although I'm not sure where I would do that. I need to make a farm to do that, basically. What? Come on then, zombie. Let's go. Let's see. Yeah, I really don't have much to say at this point. Other than the fact that I don't have anything to say, I don't have anything to say. It's a spider that's attacking me, is it? Cool, okay. No, never mind, don't know why I muted myself there. I don't know, else there's a ton of mobs over there that I do not want to go over. Control, I don't have a reason to go over there. Just they have a bit of a reason to come over here. That's not what I want. Oh, is a spot. Has he got dirt? despite all this stone that's available, you still got a grass block. So does that prove? It doesn't prove, but it seems likely then that the only reason or the only thing the Enderman, or the only Enderman can't pick up stone. I think that's what it says to me basically. I'm not sure. Like that doesn't prove to anything, but it also does seem likely that that's what they can't. If I haven't seen them pick up stone really, and even though despite being it like so much more likely that he should have picked up stone. The Enderman should have picked up stone. They didn't. So yeah, there we go. Okay, let's see. Yeah, look back as useful. Why is there a zombie behind me? Since when was there a zombie behind me? Okay, I was just, just trying to kill the creepers. It's coming to explode me, and then all of a sudden, oh wait, what's that? Is that a zombie behind me knocking me into the creeper? Good job I have knockback, otherwise that could have been troublesome. No, it wouldn't really been. It's a good job I'm destroying everything anyway. Even if I would like to destroy it by hand, I'm still not sure why I don't just let the creepers explode, because technically it would help me, but it doesn't really make much of a difference. Was that the arrow that killed the thing then? Also, somehow, how do you mend the crossbow? Is it like string or something, or do you just need to? Or is the only thing that mends it another crossbow? Because I know you mend like diamond stuff with diamonds and stuff like that, but crossbows and I would have said string, but I don't remember that being something that you can do. But I might be wrong. I don't know. Hello there. Wow, I'm on level 40. I probably could do with doing some enchanting, but it will probably take me more than 40 levels to enchant, but also it's harder to get levels at level 40 than it is at level 20, basically. So it is worth enchanting at level 30 each time, basically. Okay. Come on then, what is happening? We're almost done. We are so close. So close. Just this little area left over here. And we can be done, basically. So this probably will take me to quarter 2, I'd say. So pretty much almost 3 hours of a stream. That's not bad, honestly. Especially since I've been going for some of the shorter streams recently, of like 2 hours, 2.5 hours, or whatever. It is good to probably have an almost 3-hour stream. Give or take 10-15 minutes. Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be good. It's at this point of the stream that I should just go, right, I don't have anything more valuable to say, I'm just going to end up stream now. But it is also like, oh, yeah, I just wanted to complete this before the end of the stream, and this also gives me some more time to also buffs out the stream a little bit. I don't know if buff is really the word to say there. It kind of pads out the stream a little bit, I guess. Plus, if you're watching live, you're more likely to see this part of the stream. But if you're watching like a video or like a VOD or whatever, this part of the stream you're not likely to see. Most people aren't going to see it. Just because the further a video goes on, more and more people less people there are that continue to watch it, basically. As well as it's possible someone just sees the stream and just goes, oh, why am I watching this? This is quite boring. You know what? I've realised that I'm so much more entertaining when watching myself on 2x speed. I watch most things at like 1.5x speed or 2x speed, depending on what it is and how fast they say things and, you know, different things. I don't watch everything at that speed, but most things I tend to do, which is interesting actually. It's just because I kind of feel like I need to watch everything, even if I'm not actually properly watching it. So I kind of, I don't know, it's a weird one. But anyway, I've realised that watching my stream at 2x speed, so make sure that I'm not there looking for clips for like 4 hours, because it would have taken me like 3 hours to go through the stream, right? But it also takes me extra time. So if I'm like, it only takes me an hour and a half to go through the stream, there's still that extra time, like that it takes to clip it and get it right and whatever. But there is also it also doesn't take me 3 hours to go through the stream. It only takes me an hour and a half, right? So that's something else. That's why I put it on 2x speed. And it's like, oh yeah, there's not so much white space. There's not so much, you know, I don't know why I call it white space. There's not so much non-talking moments, basically. I swear there is something that people, or a term people use, not like a proper term, I don't think, but it's like a little term that people have coined, basically. Oh my god, there's so many creepers over there to do with it. Okay, let's like not have them explode my chests. Jeez, why are there so many creepers? Yeah, this is probably worth lighting this area up until we continue on next time. So next time, basically, I think we can... Yeah, next time it might well be, yeah, I think it might be March next week. Is it? Maybe not quite. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it would be March this time next week. So that'll be interesting. And maybe next week starts the, what do you call a trilogy with 4 things in it? Just the series. I think there's, I don't know. I don't know. There's like a trilogy and like what's the other one? I don't know. What's the one with 2 things? I can't remember. But I think after that it just becomes a series. Like 4 things, a 4-part thing. It's just like a series. But yeah, it maybe next week if I can find some ideas, might start the thing. Might start my series of 4 thing, or it might not. I don't know. But we'll see. We'll wait and see. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see that. See what happens. What is happening? I don't know. I do. I'm trying to end up now, aren't I? If not, it might end up just being next time we're on this world, the likeliness is that we're either going to be continuing digging, or I'm hoping, oh god, those trees need to come down at some point. I'm hoping that we can build on top of the build something on top of the Sky Island. What I might do is I might build the main Sky Island. I might build the main island, and then I'll maybe work on something else. Maybe work on connecting the river together, making that look nice, and then I'll get back to maybe building another one. Because I do want to build more than one, but also this is taking forever. That I just kind of like, yeah, we'll perhaps maybe do a break between the first island and the second island. The second island should technically take shorter because I'm not digging anything out underneath. I'm not building it as big or all of it, like that kind of stuff. So it's like, okay, well, I don't need so much time to do stuff. So if I just, yeah, there's that. So everything should be all good. We can pop this stuff into here. This dirt can go into here. And there we go. We finally flattened this all up. And now we can start to make a build. What I'm going to call is a crater. We're going to call it a crater rather than a hole or the Sky Island, because yeah, that's because technically it is for the Sky Island, but also it's like not the Sky Island, and that sounds weird, but like digging a Sky Island. So we'll call it digging a crater. Oh god, I forgot about phantoms. Has it been? That's why I haven't had phantoms spawning. Like over the numerous nights that I have been under here, which is wow. Actually, I don't remember fighting any phantoms. Despite it being like definitely more than 3 nights that I've been doing this. So they either spawned way too high or they just didn't spawn at all, which is weird. But I'll take it. I will take that. But there we go. We're finally finished. So I'm gonna like end up now if all these. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place all of the we'll just light it up a bit so not so many mobs spawn. There's probably gonna be a few areas where mobs do end up spawning, but yeah, but so hopefully not so many mobs will spawn because there's more than likely going to be a few blank spots that mobs do end up spawning, and of course there's creepers that spawn there as soon as I want to try and go near. What? This is where knockback comes in useful sometimes. It's like, yeah, cool, knockback is pretty meh, but when you're dealing with creepers, it's pretty cool. Otherwise, it's pretty, yeah, not the greatest enchantment ever. That's something I would normally do. Maybe I'll have to have a separate sword. This will be my creeper killing sword or something, and then I'll get another sword that has like the same enchantments, but just not the knockback that I'll use for everything else, basically. Probably not, but you know, maybe I could totally do that. But we're gonna look at all our progress. I mean, it doesn't look like much, because when you're mining things out, it's like when you mine like flattening things as well. It's like oh well, have you done anything or have you not? But yeah, that's pretty cool. We've managed to do it finally. We're not quite done though. We've only done like part 2 or something out of 5 or 6, right? It's like, yeah, this might take us a little while longer, isn't it? But that'll be cool. Is there an Enderman and a skeleton up there? Okay, they're on different blocks. I thought they were on the same block, which is weird. But they're both just in the same area. Wow, okay. I'm not sure if you can even see that in the corner of the screen. If I just go, what? You can see them up there. Look, you can see the glow of the skeleton and the Enderman over there. Maybe you can see the Enderman. I'm not sure if you can. There we go. That's cool. There's not much more to say, so thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next week, hopefully with maybe with a 6-part thing, or maybe not. We will see. So thank you so much for watching. I don't think there's anything else I need to say. Hopefully see you next week. No promises as usual, unfortunately. So we'll just continue. See how things end up happening. So thank you so much for watching. And goodbye.